Hello everyone. Today we re-venturing into the sun-scorched deserts of the American Southwest and beyond to uncover one of nature's most extraordinary and terrifying creations, the tarantula hawk wasp, an insect that carries what is widely recognized as the most painful sting on planet Earth. This is not a creature of unnecessary violence, nor is it a mindless predator, but a highly evolved, solitary marvel of the wild, built for survival dominance, and a unique role in the delicate balance of desert ecosystems. Strap in, because we're going to explore every layer of this incredible insect, its striking appearance, its brutal hunting strategy, the science behind its agonizing sting, its quiet behavior toward humans, and its remarkable life cycle. That sounds like something out of a natural thriller. By the end of this video, you'll understand why this wasp is both feared and revered by entomologists, hikers, and anyone who has ever crossed its path in the wild. First, let's paint a clear picture of what the tarantula hawk wasp looks like, because it is impossible to mistake for any other insect you've ever seen. These are not small, skittish wasps. They are giants of the wasp world, with some species growing up to 2 inches long, boasting a wingspan that can reach 4 inches across. Their bodies are a vivid, iridescent, deep blue that shimmers like polished metal in the desert sun, paired with bright fiery orange or rust-red wings that stand out against the sandy, muted tones of their habitat. This bold color scheme is no accident. It has a universal warning sign in nature called aposematism, telling every predator within sight that this insect is dangerous, armed, and not to be messed with. Female tarantula hawks have a specially adapted stinger that can be up to 7 millimeters long, a needle-sharp weapon that is both a hunting tool and a defensive shield. Males, on the other hand, have no stinger at all, meaning only the females can deliver that legendary sting, a detail that often surprises people who assume all tarantula hawks are equally threatening. You can also tell males and females apart by their antennae. Females have gently curved antennae, while males have straighter antennae with tightly curled tips. A small but reliable difference for those who study these insects up close. Now, let us get to the question everyone is here to ask: just how painful is a tarantula hawk's sting? To answer that, we have to talk about the Schmidt Sting Pain Index, the gold standard scale created by entomologist Dr. Justin O. Schmidt, who willingly subjected himself to hundreds of insect stings to rank their pain levels from 1 to 4. A score of 1 is a mild sting, like a fire ant or a small sweat bee. A 2 is a standard wasp or honeybee sting. A 3 is more intense, like a paper wasp. And a 4 is the absolute peak of agony, reserved for only 3 insects on Earth: the bullet ant, the warrior wasp, and the tarantula hawk wasp. The tarantula hawk earns a solid 4.0 second, only to the bullet ant as 4.0 plus, and Dr. Schmidt's description of the pain is unforgettable. He called it blinding, fierce, shockingly electric, and compared it to having a running hairdryer dropped straight into a warm bubble bath. Other victims have described the sting as an instantaneous, overwhelming jolt that shuts down all rational thought. Your only instinct is to scream, collapse, or writhe in pain, with no mental discipline strong enough to push through it. The worst part: the pain hits at full force. The second the stinger pierces your skin, with no build-up, no warning, just pure unrelenting torment. The good news is that this extreme pain only lasts about 3 to 5 minutes, making it shorter than the bullet ant's 24-hour agony. But those few minutes feel like an eternity to anyone who experiences it. For humans and other vertebrates, the venom is not lethal, nor does it cause long-term nerve damage or serious tissue harm. Most people only experience redness and mild swelling that fades within a week, with no need for medical treatment unless an allergic reaction occurs. This is a key point. The tarantula hawk's sting is not designed to kill large animals, but to deter them instantly, a defense mechanism so effective that the wasp has almost no natural predators in its habitat. Let's shift to the tarantula hawk's behavior, because, despite its fearsome reputation, it is one of the most docile large wasps you'll ever encounter, toward humans at least. These are solitary wasps, not part of a colony, so they have no hive to protect, no queen to defend, and no reason to attack unprovoked. Adult tarantula hawks of both genders spend most of their days feeding on nectar from desert flowers like milkweeds, mesquite trees, and western soapberry trees, making them important pollinators for desert plants. They are most active during summer days, but avoid the harshest midday heat, flying low over the desert floor in calm, deliberate patterns. Males perform a behavior called hill-topping, perching on tall desert plants to watch for passing females ready to mate, and they will defend these prime spots for hours at a time. Females only become focused and intense when they are ready to lay eggs, And that's when they embark on their iconic hunt, the hunt for tarantulas, the reason they carry their powerful sting in the first place. The hunting process of the female tarantula hawk is a masterclass in precision and evolutionary adaptation, a slow, strategic hunt rather than a chaotic attack. She will fly low over the desert, using her sensitive antennae to detect the scent of a tarantula burrow, often marked with thin strands of spider silk. Tarantulas are much larger and heavier than the wasp, with powerful fangs and strong legs, making them formidable opponents, but the tarantula hawk knows exactly how to outmaneuver them. She will enter the burrow gently, prod the tarantula, to provoke it into rearing up, exposing its soft underbelly between its legs, the only vulnerable spot on its body. In a split-second move, she darts in and stings the tarantula, precisely in that weak spot, injecting a fast-acting venom that instantly paralyzes the spider, not killing it, but leaving it fully conscious and unable to move. This paralysis is crucial for the next phase of the wasp's life cycle, as she needs a fresh living host for her offspring. Once the tarantula is immobilized, the wasp uses her strong legs to drag the heavy spider, often several times her own weight, back to a small, specially dug nest burrow, a task that requires immense strength and endurance across the rough desert terrain. Inside the burrow, the female tarantula hawk lays a single tiny egg directly on the tarantula's abdomen, then seals the burrow entrance with sand and dirt to hide it from scavengers and the elements. When the egg hatches, a few days later, the tiny larva emerges and begins to feed on the paralyzed tarantula, carefully avoiding the spider's vital organs to keep it alive for as long as possible, ensuring a constant supply of fresh food. Over the course of several weeks, the larva grows, feeds, and eventually pupates inside the burrow, transforming into an adult wasp. When it emerges, fully developed, it digs its way out of the burrow, ready to begin the cycle all over again, hunting, mating, and continuing the legacy of one of nature's most resilient insects. This parasitic life cycle sounds harsh, but it is a vital part of the desert food web, keeping tarantula populations in check and supporting the health of the entire ecosystem. The tarantula hawk's incredible defense system has also made it a model for mimicry in the insect world, a phenomenon where other harmless insects evolve to look like it to scare off predators. This is called Batesian mimicry, and you can find flies, moths, beetles, and even other small wasps that copy the tarantula hawk's bright blue body and orange wings, tricking birds and lizards into avoiding them. Only a handful of predators are brave enough to target a tarantula hawk, with the roadrunner being one of the few animals that can hunt and eat them without being stung, thanks to their thick feathers and quick reflexes. This level of natural protection means tarantula hawks live relatively safe lives, free from the constant threat of predation that plagues smaller, more vulnerable desert insects. Another fascinating fact about the tarantula hawk is its cultural significance in the regions where it lives. In 1989, it was officially named the state insect of New Mexico, chosen for its unique presence in the state's deserts and its iconic status as a symbol of the American Southwest wild beauty. Hikers, campers, and nature lovers in Arizona, California, Texas, and New Mexico often spot these wasps wandering peacefully through desert trails, and most go their entire lives without ever being stung, simply because they leave the wasps alone. The key takeaway here is that the tarantula hawk is not a monster, not a pest, but a gentle giant of the desert, dangerous only if provoked, and essential to the natural world around it. When we step back and look at the tarantula hawk wasp as a whole, we see a creature that defies our worst fears about stinging insects. It is beautiful to observe, with its shimmering colors and graceful flight. It is a critical pollinator for desert plants that support countless other species. It is a skilled hunter that maintains balance in the arachnid population, and it possesses a defensive sting so powerful that it has become a legend in the natural world. The story of the tarantula hawk teaches us a vital lesson about nature. Strength and ferocity do not always equal aggression, and the most awe-inspiring creatures are often the ones that mind their own business, playing their part in the quiet, unspoken harmony of the wild. We often fear insects that look dangerous or carry powerful weapons, but the tarantula hawk shows us that respect, not fear, is the right way to approach the natural world. By learning about these incredible insects, we gain a deeper appreciation for the complexity, resilience, and sheer wonder of life on Earth, even in the harshest, most unforgiving environments like the desert. Whether you are an avid nature lover, an aspiring entomologist, or just someone who loves learning about the weird and wonderful creatures that share our planet, the tarantula hawk wasp is a story that stays with you. It has a reminder that nature is full of surprises, that every creature has a purpose, and that some of the most amazing stories are hidden in the dry washes, sandy dunes, and cactus-studded landscapes we often overlook. The next time you think of a painful insect sting, you'll know exactly which creature holds that title: the tarantula hawk wasp, a small but mighty giant of the desert, with a sting that echoes through the natural world as a testament to evolution's incredible power. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel